Hello everyone, welcome back to Agri Farming. Today we are back with organic dairy farming. The organic movement is the concept mainly based on the fundamental principle of healthy soils which lead to healthy crop, healthy animal, healthy human and a healthy planet. Organic crop and livestock production mainly focus on building soil organic matter and biology to create a strong and dynamic environment for producing healthy food and feed. What is organic dairy farming? Organic dairy farming is the method of raising animals on organic feed, for example, pastures cultivated without the use of fertilizers or pesticides, in grazing lands or farming lands, along with the restricted uses of antibiotics and hormones. Organic dairy farming is a complete free-range farming. The organic farming method is a unique farming system where the organic cows spend much of their lives outdoors where they can get graze naturally on a diet of grass and clover. On average, organic cows spend 215 days per year the outdoors, which is more time outdoor grazing than the average amount of time spent outdoors compared to normal free-range cows. In an organic farming, keeping cows indoors all their lives are strictly avoided. They just go indoor only during the bad weather. All cows should be housed in well-bedded, spacious yards. Now, let's get into what makes difference on organic farming. In an organic dairy farming, we should completely stick to some rules such as free-range cows must be pastured whenever conditions allow over 200 days on average. Fewer pesticides and no artificial fertilizers used for pastures. We should feed the cows with grass-rich, GM-free diet, minimum 60% grass-based. Uses of antibiotics regularly is banned completely. The milk produced by organic cow has higher level of nutrients, for example, omega-3 fatty acids. Organic dairy farming has higher wildlife benefits. In an organic dairy cow are generally not forced for their milk producing limits in the same way other cows can be. Average yield in milk production by cows in organic farm are around 20% less than intensive production. Organic dairy farm management. Organic producers of livestock products must not control the disease treatment for representing the livestock product as organic. They should implement a proper herd health program that should include strategies for disease prevention, parasite control, and disease treatment. Vaccination schedule for endemic disease should be implemented without fail. Herbal, neuropathic, homeopathic treatments can be used on organic animals. Antibiotic usage should be restricted to 30 days or twice the label time of to draw period. Uses of hormones is completely avoided. Implement good sanitation practices like PT tips, milking sanitation chemicals regularly. The feeding and other equipments should be rinsed with clear, tested water prior to milking. Some important tips on organic dairy farm. The cows and calves should be fed with 100% organic feed in double clean equipments. Organic crops, hay, and pasture are grown without the use of synthetic fertilizers and pesticides should be in organic dairy farming. Using non-natural feed additives and supplements like vitamins and minerals are benefited. We should strictly avoid synthetic milk replacers and the calves should be fed on organic milk only. All animals should be allowed graze in outdoors based on weather conditions. Animals over 6 months of age allowed to graze during the growing season. There should be some restriction on the uses of antibiotics. We should use them only when the cows are very ill. Treat the dairy animals only with approved healthcare products. Organic animals may not be fed others slaughter byproducts, urea or manure. We should take good care of animal welfare. Some traditional procedures like tail docking are strictly prohibited, and other procedures like dehorning must be done so that to minimize the stress to the animal. An organic farmer should maintain the sufficient records to verify his or her compliance with the standards. Each farm is inspected and audited regularly. Organic dairy farm production requirements. For an efficient organic farming require a different production strategy that should include pasture, a high forage diet, and a limited role of grains and other concentrates. All the feed purchased should be certified organic. And for managing all the organic farm operations, you require more labor and certain level of commitment to the operation and to organic principles. Pasture importance in organic dairy. The first is farming. For an organic dairy operation, all cows should have daily free access to pasture, paddocks, and runways. Throughout the growing season, cows are allowed to graze outdoors. At least 30% of their dry matter requirement should come from pasture. In case of raw or composted manure is applied to the pasture, the cows are not permitted to graze on the land until the manure breaks down biologically. Some producers compost manure before field application to speed up this process. Housing for organic dairy farm. Housing management of the cows should reduce the minimal stress in a facility that meets their normal socialization, feeding, and loving behaviors. The housing for the animals should very comfortably equipped stall and soft floors, enough space and adequate floor traction, proper ventilation, and access to the outdoors. The house should be maintained very clean, dry, and provide protection from the elements. The tie stall barns can be kept in-house, but the animals must go outdoors at least twice a week during the winter months. Now, let's get into feeding and water management in organic dairy farm. The organic farm needs special requirement for feed and water. For their nutritional requirements and ruminant behavior, we should give them a balanced organic feed ration free from any antibiotics, hormones, chemically extracted or genetically engineered components, or substances that are synthetically preserved or colored. The feed should contain substances that are necessary and essential for maintaining the cow's health, including large amounts of high-quality roughage. All the ingredients you use should be certified as organic and approved for use by government certifying body. Now, let's see healthcare in organic dairy farming. Organic cow need proper health care to maintain animal health and prevent disease. We should use hormone injections for reproductive difficulties, and cows with continued mastitis problems are culled from the organic herd. We should use preventive health measures without fail if the cows become sick or injured and the chemical treatments are not permitted, subject to the standards and approval of the certifying body. Antibiotics and other chemical therapies can be used for treating sick cows, but the milk from the treated cow are not considered organic for 15 to 30 days. Organic dairy animals that must be treated with products that are not approved from organic production must be removed from the organic herd. Now, let's see organic milk production certification. Before selling milk, you must obtain certification from a third-party certifier. The Organic Food Production Act (OFPA) will perform the certification process. OFPA offers standardized rules. Organic producers selling less than 5,000 of products annually are exempted from certification. They should sell the products directly on consumers and follow the rules of National Organic Program (NOP). There are two features for organic milk production certification. One depends on the dairy herd and the other is based on the feed production or acquisition. Dairy cows should be reared organically 1 year prior to certification. You should maintain the records on the herd health, feed, and living condition. Feed used in the transitional year can come from feed produced during the third year of the 3-year transitional period for feed production. Crop and feed production require 3-year transition period prior to organic certification. During this period, you should not use synthetic fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, sewage sludge, or genetically engineered seed and inoculants. Fields used for hay production for several years are suitable for 3-year requirement quickly if no prohibited products, for example herbicides, etc., have been applied. A dairy farm must follow an organic system plan. These are the steps in the process. The first is choose an accredited certification agency and an organic farm and livestock plan application should be applied to the prospective organic dairy farm. The second is the organic farm and livestock plan should be include 3-year histories of all fields and pastures and about the future soil and crop management strategies including inputs, equipment and crop storage and harvest and also a list of the crop and livestock product marketing strategies. The third is the agency reviews the documents for completeness and decides if the applicant can comply with the NOP. The next is the certification agency assigns an organic inspector. Inspectors will verify information and access a compliance with the NOP. The inspector will inspect the process. The next process is the authorized committee will review the reports. This committee determines from the materials presented and the organic inspectors interview whether the applicants follow NOP. The last but not the least is once certification is obtained, you can proceed to the farm. Now, let's see market dynamics of organic dairy farm products. Like all organic foods, the demand of an organic milk related to increasing consumer preference for natural and organically grown products. The demand for the organics is due to several factors such as the perception of anything organic is healthy and pure, increasing care for the environment and concern for farm animals. All these factors for an increased demand of organic milk products is the popularity of labels such as grass-fed and pasture-raised. Price is the basic constraint of the organic milk market as organic milk is almost twice as costly as regular milk. This major high difference limits the scope of the market only to urban and high-aware consumers. That's all folks for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to this channel and please ring the bell button to notify you whenever new video is uploaded. Thank you for watching.